Hey, Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders that rule well through the scriptures. Peace to the 144,000 and the rest of the hopefully elect. I'm the brother Kayad. This is GMS Indiana, the branch of Indianapolis. And I just wanted to do a quick in transit along the lines of now is not the time, to have these petty gripes, to feel that if you was wronged, if you was slighted in this truth, trying to justify yourself, because the scripture says what? The scripture says, it's in Proverbs. It says he that is first in his own cause seemeth right? But his neighbor cometh and search him out. So let me grab it real quick. See, I'll look for it real quick. Proverbs 18:17. He that is first in his own cause seemeth just. Right, you telling the story. You know how like women do. Like how women tell you a story, all right, and they hold back they BS. Some women, most women, and men too. All right, men telling the story and telling they side, want to be justified. They tell a story and then they'll tell it in a way where you be on their side, the whole time they leaving stuff out, all right, whether it's on purpose or whether it's on accident, but they just so caught up in how they feel about the situation and about them being wrong and slighted that they can't see the forest for the trees. It says, but his neighbor cometh and searcheth him out. That's why the scripture says, continuously be around a godly man, that he will tarry with you when you miscarry. So when you miscarry or when you fumble the ball, all right, your neighbor right there to help correct you. Like, no, you was going off. You telling the story, if you telling it truthfully, you telling the story to the brother, the whole story, and then he helping you like, no, I do this, do that. See, the scripture say this. And then what influenced this lesson is, guys just coming out with all these gripes that they got, with different brothers, different elders, different apostles. And I'm just sitting there like, well, the scripture says, what happened to suffer wrongfully? So even if they right, even if all of these people are right, all right, let's say you right. Let's say that the Proverbs 18 and 17 don't apply to you. Let's say that you is 100%, you 1,000% right. Well, guess what? The scripture says suffer wrongfully. Let's grab that real quick. Because the Most High wants you to be innocent. Because the scripture speaks about you're not gonna be able to say nothing against his people. All right, against his men. And the reason why is because all of our transgressions he gonna forgive, and we gonna be found innocent. We gonna be found blameless because we're executing what he said. And especially now is not the time to look, everything that's going on with the situation over there in the Mideast, all right, and the judgment that the Most High is raining forth on people. All right, so now ain't the time to be scoffing the Lord, scoffing his men, because the scripture speaks of, remember Samuel, when Samuel went to the town, the elders of the town trembled and said, comest thou peaceably? Because judgment precedes the prophets. The prophets are associated with the judgment of the Lord. All right. So it says 1 Peter 2 and 18. I'll start at 18. Servants, be subject to your masters with all fear. All right, and the so-called the Caucasoid, he used this scripture to justify slavery. All right, to justify his brutality of it. But in actuality, this is talking about being in this truth, because in this truth there's order. All right. You had King David. He had his various captains. All right, in the temple, you had various different positions, and then the older priest and fellow Israelites that worked in the temple, when they got up in age, they would be advisors and counselors. All right, and everybody is a well-oiled operation when everybody play their part, in their role. But there's a hierarchy within that role. All right, so be subject to your masters with all fear, not only to the good and gentle. Oh, he cool, I like him. Yeah, he cool, he funny. Or, he always helping me, or he always giving me this, or he don't curse me out. It says, but also to the froward. Yeah, you might have somebody over you that might cuss you out. All right, or they might just give it to you straight. And the scripture says open rebuke is better than secret love. So do you want them to let you walk over the cliff? Or do you want them to say, hey, get your goofy ass over here. It's a cliff over there. Get up, which a brother ain't gonna say nothing like that more than likely, but he might. But right is right. All right. It says, the hell? It says, for this is thankworthy if a man for conscience toward the Most High endure grief, suffering wrongfully. So we got the example of the scriptures. Didn't King David suffer wrongfully at the hands of Saul for conscience toward the Most High? He said what? He said, who am I to touch the Lord's anointed? Like the Lord chose this dude. So his conscience towards the Most High ruled over how he felt personally. Because there was an instance when Saul was on David, when he like, damn man, this dude, you know what I mean? Like this dude wicked. But he said, nah, he ain't gonna fall by my hand. The Lord gonna do something. All right. It says, yeah, and then when people got their very so-called in the truth, so-called believe in the Lord, believe in the Bible. But then when you're wronged, then you ain't nobody finna do me in. No, because I'm a grown ass man, I'm a grown ass woman, or however you feel. But wait a minute, Yahushua didn't respond like that. WWYD, what will Yahushua do? Scripture speaks about how when he was reviled against, he reviled not back. He could have cussed everybody out. He knew everything. He knew everybody's secret sins. He could have cussed everybody out. It says, for what glory is it if when ye be buffeted for your faults, ye shall take it patiently? Yeah, you fucked up. And now you patient after you done. Oh yeah, well I shouldn't have did that, so I'm gonna take my ass whooping like a man. Yeah, you ain't got no choice. So that's not of the same price. That's not of equal value when you suffer wrongfully. Because in the eyes of the Most High, that's of great price. All right. It said, but if when ye do well and suffer for it, ye take it patiently, this is acceptable with the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. So with that, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson to the hopefully elect. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Kakodash.